Hey everyone, we're going to just jump into it. As you can see, I already have my eyebrows on or done. And I'm just getting ready to start with my eyeshadow. I'm putting on the Primer Potion by Urban Decay. And I'm just blending that out with a blending sponge. As the base, I am using the P. Louise, which I showed you a quick second, for the base. And I'm just blending that all over my eyelid. And then once that is done, I'm going to go ahead and grab the Morphe palette, Jaclyn Hill. You can see there. And as I get further into the video, you'll see I'll also use a little bit of the Morphe palette 350 or 350. So right here, I'm just blending out a couple shades, which I'm really not going to be able to list because I kind of just mix them. I had a pattern at first, but then I got a little frustrated and just start mixing in all kinds of different colors. But for the most part, the colors that I'm showing here in the video are predominantly the main ones that I use in the beginning. Towards the end, once you see me cut my crease, you'll see me I wanted to stay in the Jaclyn palette. The white palette that I just showed you earlier, I wanted to predominantly stay in that palette. Unfortunately, that didn't work out because it just was not hitting the colors I wanted it to hit with. But for the most part, again, the transitional color, my transitional shade, and the dark like burgundy colors that I'm mixing in are out of the one palette, the Morphe palette by Jaclyn Hill. So I'm just blending all of those colors out. Again, there's another color that I'm using out of that same palette, and I'm just putting that a little bit more to darken the crease up. And this is just more of a get ready video, so I can get more into details with my eye color and the different shades and how I put everything together. As you can see here, I am now going in to cut the crease, and I'm using the Pro Conceal that is in Toffee. And I'm just getting that on there. And if you guys have any recommendations for a brush to really cut the crease, because you can see I'm really getting a little annoyed with how I cut my crease. And you see how those little lines, all those things just irritate the heck out of me. But I get it together. Practice. But yeah. So just trying to perfect that little cut there. So now this is the part where I told you guys earlier where I started mixing in between the two palettes. Right now I'm still in the Jaclyn palette. I'm using, I believe, On Camera in Lolly. And I may even be using Boom. Like I said, I just started mixing the colors because the look that I was trying to go for was just not happening. So I was just like completely over it. But I guess you can see on my left eye, well, actually the color that I'm putting on now, that specific color there, that shadow is actually from the other Morphe, the 350 or the 30. It's from that particular palette, that lighter color. So that's why I said a few of the ones I put on top was out of the Jaclyn Hill. And then like that, it's kind of like a shimmery color. That color I got out of the 350. And I just roll with that. And I'm just adding that pretty much to the crease and a little bit in the corner of my eye. And as you can see, at the end of my crease just as well. And I'm just bringing that down just a bit. And I'm just doing that on both sides. And just adding a little bit of the darker color just to kind of make it look like as if it's transitioning into all the colors all at one time. And I'm just really blending. Blending is key. And I did also get a little bit of the black out of that same palette, but just a little bit. Like black goes a long way and it can really mess your look up if you use too much. And I am just going in with my eyeliner. And this is a NYX eyeliner. that I use. As far as foundation, I mixed two foundations. The foundation that I'm putting on first, which is actually a little bit too light for me, so I just put it on my highlighted areas, and that's the Fenty. And then the other foundation I use outside of that is the MAC foundation. And now I'm just going in and highlighting and contouring. And this, I'm using the Anastasia Contour Cream Kit. That color there, I believe I'm putting on is Banana. I'm just putting under my eyes, nose, chin, forehead. And as you look on YouTube, these are generally the same areas that's always highlighted. I'm also going to use a brown, that dark brown that's in that same kit. I believe it's an ash brown, if I'm not mistaken. That's the color I'm putting on now. I'm just putting that on my nose to contour my nose. And I'm also going to put that same color there on my cheeks. And that's what I'm doing there. And again, that is that ash brown. I'm going to just put that all around my forehead, cheeks, and a little under my chin on both sides. And I'm just going to continue to blend. I'm just blending out the highlighted areas, getting those blended out very well. And that's another reason why I sped it up, because there's a lot of blending. Trust me, this video originally is very long, but it's all about that blending. You don't want to see any of those sharp lines. So I'm just going to continue to blend out all of those areas, the dark areas, the light areas. Fixing the brows a little bit, make sure those are perfected, which they never will be. And I'm just blending out the contour of my nose again. Getting that all done. And again, blending out the darker contoured areas around my cheek, forehead, and chin. Make sure those are properly darkened out. And then just checking it out. Boo boo, done. And I'm just going in with the translucent powder. And this is the Laura Mercier, and it's a mix with the Saka powder. I really didn't intend to mix them, but I had some left over and didn't want to waste it. So I figured, let me go ahead and get that out of the way. That's why you kind of see me using a little bit more, because I'm like, let me just get rid of this. Just putting it on the same highlighted areas except for my dark areas. And next clip, bloop. I'm feeling myself. Anyways, let that sit for a little minute, and then I'm going to go ahead in with my MAC. I believe that's dark deep, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend out. I would have used dark tan, but that never works out for me. So I'm just using dark deep, and I'm hitting all the areas that I use the translucent powder on, and just blending all of that out. And then also when it comes to my highlighted areas near my eyes, I'm not going to necessarily press as I do. As you can see, I'm really patting. It's obviously sped up, but I'm really just patting on that area because I kind of want some of that translucent powder still there. I'm very oily, so by the time the end of the day get here, I'm going to look like a grease ball. But translucent powder definitely helps out for me. And I'm just blending. Hitting that dark area a little bit. And I could not find the powder that I usually go over my dark areas with. So I actually just use an eyeshadow for that. And then for my lip, you'll see that my lips are actually mixed. I believe this is Whirl. And then I later go in and mix it with another. You'll see my lips are kind of like pink. I'll later go in with another color with that. All right, so I am pretty much complete. Here is the final look. And we're all set to go. Thanks for watching. See ya.